So the Dodge 400's history. Las Vegas Motor Speedway, it was a mean race. Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon, bad crashes, hard crashes. Those guys should both be thankful that NASCAR has done as good a job as it has with safety over the last 4, 5, 6 years. Jeff Gordon in particular took a very savage crash, and he called on Bruton Smith to put softballs all the way around this place, inside and out, and to redesign the backstretch inside wall, where he hit and tore his car all to pieces. Gordon was in the running for the win. Sort of an interesting race. The car tomorrow, it looks like it works. It looks like it's not doing some of the things it was supposed to do. It's certainly not cutting costs. Jack Roush talks about a 30% increase in his budget to keep up with things that are going on. And it's certainly not balancing the playing field. The guys that have the power, Rick Hendrick, Jack Roush, and Joe Gibbs, they're blowing everybody else away. The rest might as well stay home. But the car tomorrow looks like it's a drivable machine. Greg Biffle said he had the best car out there. He kept making mistakes with it. It's not an easy car to drive. Not an easy car to drive at all. And the finish wasn't quite like we saw with the car of yesterday in the Nationwide Busch race on Saturday. But the car tomorrow looks like it's working. The tires, I'm not so sure they're working. Jeff Gordon said the tires needed to be a little softer on the left side, and I think he's probably right. Goodyear's got a tough job to come up with tires for these awkward handling cars that are right on the edge. It needs to do a little better job, I think, at some of these tracks, but it didn't do a bad job. Now Atlanta, this next stop, it eats tires up pretty much. First 2 days we're down there, people are going to be really worried about tires. It's going to be really fast. Carl Edwards, the winner tonight, in a thriller, says he's worried about the speeds in Atlanta. We'll find out Friday just what he has to see on the track there. Carl Edwards won the race, 7 lengths over Dale Jr. Dale Earnhardt Jr. had a shot, but just didn't have gumption on the restarts. Good car in long runs. He wanted hot tires, got a 20-minute red flag, and he was dancing in the car. The red flag, of course, was for the crash between Jeff Gordon and Matt Kenseth. On the restart with 5 laps to go, Carl was leading. He led the most laps of the night. Dale Jr. was second. Dale Jr. didn't get a good restart. Gordon, Kenseth split around him. And then they went 3 wide into the first turn, and Gordon slipped up into Kenseth, crashed bad. On the restart with 2 laps to go, the 2-lap shootout, green, white, checkered. Carl took a big jump on Dale Jr., one going away. That's the story. Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Sunday night, and boy, it's cold out here. Windy, cold, not like the weather we've seen the last couple of days. And what do we expect in Atlanta? Another car tomorrow race. Another car tomorrow race, and maybe the Richard Childress guys will get back in the game. Maybe we'll see something from the Dodge boys. They haven't done too much lately. And the Toyota guys. Not sure what they're going to show up with. And Tuesday, I think we're waiting to see what kind of penalty NASCAR is going to throw down on Carl Edwards and Bob Osborne as crew chief for some kind of oil cooler malfunction. 5 guys at Daytona in the Nationwide Busch Series were discovered with the same sort of violations, and they got a 25-point deduction, a $15,000 fine, and 6 weeks suspension for the crew chiefs. If that's the same, then Kyle Busch will go into Atlanta next Sunday as the points leader. As it is right now, Carl Edwards is the new points leader. The new Sprint Cup points leader for the first time in his career. 21 points over Kyle Busch, who had a good car, started from the pole, had a flat tire midway through the race, and never regained track position. And track position with this car and these tires is very important. That's what we're doing, waiting for NASCAR. Penalties coming down. I have a feeling they're going to be pretty good penalties. They'll probably be appealed, and we're still waiting to hear about Robbie Gordon's penalty. I think they're going to hear that while we're in Atlanta, too. That's the story. Mike Mulhern for the Winston-Salem Journal and JournalNow.com. Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Carl Edwards beating Dale Earnhardt Jr.